Hello and welcome to your Dometic battery-powered air conditioning system. This system has been designed to provide trouble-free performance under severe environmental conditions and will keep you comfortable without running your truck's engine with a minimum of regular maintenance. In this section, we'll give you a system overview. Your battery-powered HVAC from Dometic is a patented split system consisting of two separate modules. The outside condensing unit is mounted on the back of the cab or sleeper. The inside unit includes the compressor, evaporator, and blower. It is mounted under the bunk. The two units are connected by reusable pre-charged refrigerant line sets with quick connect fittings at both ends. The system uses a digital control panel. Operation is intuitive and easy, with plus and minus indicators to adjust the set point. An inverter converts 12-volt DC power from the batteries to 120-volt AC power to run the air conditioner. Your system includes 7 to 8 absorbed glass mat, or AGM, batteries, which provide sufficient power to run your air conditioning system for 10 hours or more without running your truck's engine. There are 4 batteries on the rail under the driver's side door. The additional batteries, along with the inverter, are mounted in a box between the rails, or on the frame rail. The system also includes a high-capacity alternator mounted on the truck's engine. This alternator is designed to bring the batteries back to full charge within 6 hours of continuous running of the truck. Your system may also have an optional shore power connection, which allows you to run the air conditioner from a remote 120-volt AC power source. In this section, we'll give you a guided tour of your control panel keypad. The large LED readout indicates current inside temperature, current set point, temperature selection, programmed values, and fault error messages. The mode key enables you to cycle through the different modes. The mode sequence is off, cool, heat, and auto. The heat mode is disabled in any truck that does not have electric heat installed. The cool mode indicator lights when cool mode is manually selected or when the compressor is on during auto mode. The auto indicator lights when the system is in automatic changeover mode. This function is disabled on your system since it does not have electric heat installed. Finally, the off indicator lights when the system is de-energized by pressing the mode key. The data display remains on. Set point adjustments, temperature displays, and manual fan controls remain active when the system is in the off mode. The plus and minus keys are used to raise or lower the set point. The fan key selects manual fan control or the auto mode. In the off mode, pressing this key will start the fan in manual mode. To adjust the brightness of the control panel, press the mode and plus keys simultaneously. Subsequent presses will adjust the LED to high, medium, and low brightness. You can select Fahrenheit or Celsius temperature readouts using special codes. See your operator's manual for instructions. In this section, we'll take you through the process of entering the cool mode, adjusting the set point, and setting the fan speed. Before you cycle your air conditioning system on, make sure your truck engine is off and the key is in the off or accessory position. The system will not engage if your truck engine is running or the key is in the on position. Before activating your air conditioning system, you must turn on the inverter. The green light on the inverter control panel will come on immediately. There is a 15-second delay before power is sent to the air conditioning control panel. Note that if you have a shore power hookup in combination inverter charger unit, there is also a red light on the inverter control panel, which comes on whenever shore power is connected and passing through the inverter charger. Your display panel will show the current inside temperature. To enter the cool mode, press the mode key until the cool LED lights. Note that the internal temperature must be above the set point by approximately 3 degrees before the compressor is energized and cooling begins. At this point, a dot will be illuminated in the upper left corner of the display, indicating that the compressor is on. When the ambient temperature equals the set point, the compressor is de-energized, and the lighted dot will disappear. When the compressor cycles off, a 2-minute compressor delay is initiated. When the compressor is called to run again, it will be delayed for the remaining time left in the 2-minute delay. To adjust the set point, press either the plus or minus key once, and the set point will be displayed. Press either key again to change the set point. While in set point mode, a dot will appear in the top middle of the display. After 3 seconds of no key presses, the new set point is applied. The dot disappears in the display, and the current inside temperature is shown. The default position for the fan speed is auto mode. When the fan button is pressed, the fan will go to manual operation at speed 1, low speed. Press the fan key again to move the fan speed up 1 speed at a time until speed 3 is reached, high speed, and then it will move down 1 speed at a time until speed 1 is reached. In this section, we'll discuss some quick troubleshooting tips. If your control panel doesn't come on, this is an indication that there is probably no power to the system. Here are some steps to determine if there is power. First, make sure the engine has been turned off, with the key in the off or accessory position. Make sure the inverter is switched on. Note there is a delay between when you turn on the inverter and the air conditioning control panel is energized. Check to see if there is a circuit breaker in the truck for the air conditioning system. Make sure it is turned on. If the system is running on shore power, make sure it's connected with a properly sized electrical cord. The minimum should be 12 gauge. Also, make sure the breaker for the shore power source is turned on. Check the CXP cable connections. This is the wire that connects the inside compressor and evaporator unit to the control panel and looks like a telephone cable. If it's become disconnected, plug it back in. If your unit fails to cool sufficiently, proceed with the following steps. Make sure there are no obstructions in the return air path to the evaporator. Check the evaporator air filter and clean as needed. Change the set point of the thermostat as required. Check the condenser coil and clean as needed. Close the curtains over windows and between the cab and sleeper. If these steps do not work, call a service technician. Do not attempt internal repairs yourself. Your control panel contains built-in safeguards designed to protect the air conditioning system from damaging conditions. If an operational failure occurs, your control panel will flash a fault code message. Fault or error code messages are canceled by pressing the mode key. If this happens, contact your service technician. If your battery voltage levels are too low to run the air conditioning system, the inverter will automatically switch off to ensure you retain sufficient battery power to crank your engine. If this happens, the green light on the inverter control panel will change from green to orange. Low battery voltage may also trigger a fault code indicating high AC on your Dometic control panel display. You should start the truck's engine and recharge the batteries, or switch to shore power if available. In this section, we'll provide a few tips to help you optimize the performance of your Dometic air conditioning system and discuss preventive maintenance for system components. To improve the air conditioner's performance on a hot day, you can reduce the heat load by parking in a shaded area, covering the windows with reflective shades to block out direct sunlight, and pulling the curtain between the sleeper and cab. Make sure windows and doors are tightly closed, and turn off any other heat-producing appliances. You should inspect and clean the air filter regularly to ensure good airflow across the evaporator coils. You'll find the filter in the return air path, either directly behind the grill or in front of the evaporator coil. Make sure you do not block the airflow between the return air grill and the evaporator coil with pillows, blankets, papers, or other objects. Note that pet hair can often clog your air filter and cause a blockage. Inspect and clean any debris from the condenser coil area to ensure good airflow. Check for chafe on outside wires and refrigerant lines. As part of your regular maintenance, you also need to check your batteries for wear. Inspect your battery cables for chafe or exposed wires. Ensure the nuts on the connections are tight, and grease or spray to protect from corrosion. The temperature difference between the return air grill and the discharge grill should be between 12 and 18 degrees. If the system is providing this, it is working correctly.